Okay, week 6, day 1. Okay, when we have two numbers that are almost identical, we can look at each one. So we can see that 101 is the same on both sides, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we look at the next one. 0 and 0, they're the same. So we go to the next one. 5 and 0, which one is bigger?
5.
Okay, so you're just going one at a time. And you can see that 5 is bigger than 0 on the same spot. So this one is the bigger number. Ooh, this is a tough one. 1 3/4 minus 7/10. Okay, we need to have it quieter with the rackety rack over there. Who can tell me what the common denominator is between 4 and 10? Molly?
10.
Nope.
Oh, 4.
Nope. Keep trying. Austin?
40.
40 could be 1. Another one, Ava?
20.
20.
Oh.
That'd be easier. So what do I need to do to the 4 to get 20? What do I need to multiply 4 by to get 20? 5. So I multiply. Now you're writing this down. I'm sure most of you don't have this, and that's fine. Write it down. You'll get the same answer. Yeah. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. Write it down. What do I need to do to 10 to get 20? I multiply by what? 2. 7 minus 2, or 7 times 2 is 14. 10 times 2 is 20. Okay, so this is what we're left with. 1 15/20 minus 14/20. 15 minus 14 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 1/20 is your answer. That was definitely challenging. Number 3, Gavin's anemometer measures the wind speed at 44 14/100 kilometers per hour, 4 times faster than the wind speed 5 hours ago. What was the wind speed 5 hours ago? Gosh, these are hard today. Okay, so we have a speed of 44 14/100 kilometers per hour. That's our wind speed. It's 4 times faster than it was 5 hours ago. So the number 5 does not matter. It could have been an hour ago. It could have been 2 days ago. We don't really care. They just stick another number in there to try to get you confused. So, is the speed faster right now or slower than it was 5 hours ago?
Faster.
It's faster by 4 times. So if it's 4 times faster, how do I determine what it was 5 hours ago? I have to what? Divide. So I have 44 14/100 divided by what? 4. 4 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract. 4 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract. Bring down the 1. How many times does 4 go into 1? 0 times. 0 times 4 is 0. Subtract. Bring down the 14. How many times does 4 go into 14? 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract. Because I'm not done, I can't leave any leftovers. I need to do something else, so I have to put a 0 in here so I have something to bring down. Okay, now I had 2 left over when I subtracted, and I just have 2, but I have nothing left. So if I have nothing left, I can just stick a 0 in here. Does that change the meaning of the number? No, it doesn't. I can have a million zeros, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll bring that 0 in. Now, how many times does 4 go into 20? 5 times, and that actually works because 4 times 5 is 20. And now I can be done because I left with a remainder of 0. And I'm putting my decimal place. So my answer is 11 35 thousandths kilometers per hour. Now, if I were to do an estimation, I would just look at 44 and say, what is a fourth of 44? 11, because 11 times 4 is 44. So if you have something around, my answer being around close to 11, you know you're on the right track. Gosh, they're just trying to think, are these people awake this morning or not?
Yes.
Next problem is, this is the easiest one of the day. 7.2199. I had to come way out here. Okay, it says round to the nearest thousands. Well, I'm looking at my thing. My thousands is here. So I'm rounding here. So that means how many digits past the decimal are in my answer? How many digits past the decimal are in my answer then? What place is this? How many places past the decimal is this number?
3 times.
3. So my answer is going to be 7 point something, something, something. So I look next door. Is this 5 or greater? So I'm asking myself, basically, is 199 closer to 200 or closer to 190? Which one is it closer to? 199. Is it closer to 200 or 190? Okay, so I'm going to bump. This now becomes a 0 and this becomes a 2. So my answer is 7.220.
Can we take away the 0?
You may not take away the 0 because the question was nearest thousands. You need to have something there. You'll have to wait a second. Okay, questions about this last one? Steven. Okay. The last problem. I want questions about this one first. Okay. Now, let's go back to this one. We had to take our answer, what they gave us, and divide it by 4. That's all we did, was divide it by 4. The thing you should not know what to do is that you didn't know you could add a 0 here to keep going. But you got to add a 0 to keep going. That's a new thing. You haven't learned that yet. So don't feel bad if you got that one wrong. The second one with the fraction, don't feel bad if you got that wrong because that one was a little hard.
I was off by 1.
So don't worry about those. We're not even doing fractions yet. But the number one thing that you should have gotten correct, that is the most important, is this one right here. If you did not get this right, listen to what I need you to do. Shh. Make sure you're circling this with highlighter. Make sure that, because we need to get you some extra practice on this because this is really crucial that you understand the difference between why this number is bigger than this number. It's really important. I don't care if you don't get this yet. Just write it down. It's all right. We haven't even done fractions. But this one you've done. And you've done it since the start of school too, not to mention last year. So you need to make sure you understand this one here. And this one. These two are essential questions right now. Can I round? And can I pick out which number is bigger? Those are two very important questions that you need to know. Which one do you want to see? And thank you for listening, friends at home.